Well, as most of you know, Rec Room has finally shut down after 10 years of operation. This shutdown is probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with in my life, just of how much I've been related to the community, how long I've been in it. It's just hits more than, I guess, anything I've ever experienced before. And I don't think I can find anything that can help the hole in my heart that's been now formed. I've tried finding over the course of 2 months. I've been trying to find multiple games to, I guess, fill that hole that Rec Room has gave me. I've settled on a couple right now, such as Vanilla Stella, Dust. Dust is a good one. Possibly some Drunken Bar Fight. I don't know. It's just really, really hard losing the one game that I met lots of people in. I just I don't know how to say it, but it's just a really, really, really hard hit that I'm taking right now, and I'm sure a lot of people are. However, Wild is a good one. I'm probably gonna focus more on Wild. Also, is based on Rec Room, by Rec Room. Probably Act 2. That's a good one. Just to, like I said, for the hole in my heart. The thing, though, that hits hard about this is that Rec Room was an irreplaceable game. I've said this in the Radium room. I can't really launch it right now because Radium's messed up on Quest. But Rec Room was an irreplaceable game. And nothing can compare to the moments that I've had, and nothing can compare to that. There's like no game out there that I've played or probably will play that had the same experience that I've had than Rec Room. Hopefully Wild VR will live up to the expectation. Well, I've been very, very hyped up about Wild VR, and I really, really hope that it'll live up to its expectation and will actually be a good game. And I'd have to we're now gonna have to resort to skids. We're gonna have to resort to Vanilla, to Radium, to Rec Place, to Stella. Like, it's just unbelievable. And I can't believe that something like this can even happen. I can't believe a game valued at $3.5 billion just a couple years ago is now closing its doors due to lack of money. It's unbelievable and frustrating at the same time. I don't think anybody can get past that. I've been playing Rec Room for 5 years. That's shown like right here. Rec Room was like probably the best game in VR. Not just the best game, but the most normal game. Rec Room was the only game where, quote, you can meet normal people. VR chat is filled with grown adults acting like children. And also is just filled, I've heard, filled with pedophiles. Other games like Gorilla Tag is filled with brain rot and children and all of that. And Orion Drift fell off. I hate to say it, it definitely fell off. I remember the first time I've ever gone on Orion Drift, I was so psyched. I thought I was gonna go professional in there. That's how hyped I was about it. And now it's just boring. It's filled with sweats or rookies, and the only chance it could be good is if you started good. If you learn fast or started when the game started like I did, then you won't get any further. That's just the basicality or the norm for competitive games. Breachers. Breachers is a good one. It's a fun shooter game overrun with toxicity. Same thing with Gorilla Tag and Orion Drift. Toxicity is it's an everlasting part of VR, of gaming. You'll always meet someone just to piss you off because you did something wrong or they're just having a bad day. It's inescapable, and it's something that we'll just have to deal with. Not like we don't want to deal with it. Hell, no one wants to lose to somebody and then run their mouth. But that's just a basic part of playing games. You're gonna have to deal with the community or just never play it again. And all we can say now is the game. Whoa, the game that you can meet normal people. The game that you can play after whenever you're young and find some supportive people or horrible people is now gone. Rec Room was home to multiple leagues and clubs. Some of the clubs I was in, the outlining and speedrunning. Also some leagues. And those clubs meant a lot to me. They offered a lot to me. They offered fun. They offered a chance to make Rec Room not less boring. Not just being a game about like hanging out at rec centers, but actually going out and doing something productive that won't like be a waste of time to you. And what I'm gonna miss most is the community. Just the community. It's gonna turn into another Echo VR lounge. I hate to say it. It most likely will be. We already have. We have 4 copies right now. Well, 4 popular copies. We have Vanilla, Stella, Radium, and Rec Place. But they're all falling off. Vanilla's boring. Stella barely even freaking works. Radium is overrun with hackers and fell off. Rec Place isn't even out yet. I guess the one that will have most fun in is Rec Place because it's the most recent and more nostalgic. Except for people that joined in like 2018. If they even joined us. But I just hope that one day we can somehow get past this. I don't know, I won't anytime soon. But I just hope that one day we can talk about the memories of Rec Room over a cup of milk. You know? I just hope it'll turn into that, because that's what Echo VR did. Well, I didn't have a lot of relation with Echo VR. But a lot of the people that have, and especially were most moved by it, definitely got past it. And I hope we could do the same for Rec Room. I said this, Rec Room is probably the best game out there. It is the best game. It's home to an art community, a speedrunning community, a coding community, and tons more. A PvP community. They have leagues. They have professional leagues where you can play in Rec Room to win a prize. How is heard of that? I just hope that one day we can all brush past this and we won't get so devastated for a long period of time.